What's up, everybody? This is GreyMan here, and today we're going to be doing a Dollar Tree haul, and not in the traditional sense. We're going to be doing a medical preparedness Dollar Tree haul for about $100. Several reasons why I'm doing this is there's some things that I need to fill in, the things that we've used throughout the year, plus I'm building out some first aid kits basically for some friends and family to put in their car. You know, some of those ouchies and bumps and bruises that they may get along the way, and have these things in their car readily accessible. So join me on this Dollar Tree haul on medical preparedness. I'll see you guys inside. Alright folks, these are some of the things that I've gotten in here so far. You can kind of see that bit of a haul there. And then I grabbed me a case of Isopure alcohol. Don't you guys remember how that was in short supply just not too long ago? Just a quick side note, some of the stuff like the food is still at $1 and not $1.25. So if you're looking to stock up on some food, Dollar Tree might be the place for you as well. Hey, what's up folks? This is GreyMan here, and we are here with my Dollar Tree haul for medical preparedness. Now, like I said before, some of this stuff is going to be to fill some holes in the stuff that I have personally used up throughout the year. And a lot more of it, some of the other things that I'm going to be doing is building things for other folks. Let's say like for my dad and other family friends. Also, another thing that I've gotten used to do is, I guess this kind of give you a little insight of some of the things that I enjoy doing, is pretty much building first aid kits for folks that don't have the capability to go shopping, like the elderly. So this might give you an idea as a way to give back to others, and how you can build something small and compact that they can keep in their home, their vehicle, or whatnot, depending on what the situation calls for. So let's kind of see what I got for about $100. I think without, if you minus the containers that I got to build some of these kits out with, it was probably like 105 or 104 or something like that. So probably right at $100. I tried to keep track of some stuff. Plus I grabbed a couple extra things for myself that I wanted to try out. Specifically, let's say like this here. This is a tweezer kit, 4-piece tweezer kit here, and I kind of wanted to see how that works, how well they work under pressure, if I use them on a daily basis and stuff like that. So let's kind of go over this stuff. Also, one quick thing is I wanted to get one of these for some friends of mine, just little first aid kits that they can throw in their car outside of building a first aid kit. Just something small for like the quick little nicks and scrapes and stuff like that. Maybe they're having a day at the park or whatnot. But I like to gift little things like this to kind of get them in the mindset of being prepared. So these little first aid kits come with little band-aids. What's inside these things? 8 band-aids, 8 shear bandages, 4 shear bandages, 2 shear bandages. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, a dozen or so shear bandages, some knuckle bandages, some gauze pads, and alcohol prep pads. Just like I said, for the little nicks and stuff like that. They can come in handy, especially if they have kids. So I'm going to try to move this stuff around while I'm talking about it. And also, one thing that I like to stock up on is stuff like this here, which is your hydrogen peroxide. Can't beat it, man. This is, to me, something that a must-have for wound cleansing and getting bacteria and stuff out of little nicks and cuts and stuff like that. And it can go beyond that. There's multiple uses for hydrogen peroxide, but we can always go into that in a different video. Also, the other big thing that I got, let me move this around. Oh, I always get cotton balls too. Love my cotton balls. You guys know why. They're great for medical stuff, but also for starting fires and stuff like that. I think I've done several videos on that and used these in the application of starting a fire. So let me move these down here. But the big thing, I always buy a case of this, and the wind's going to get me. I always buy a case of this here, which is your Isopure alcohol. This is 70%. I would prefer 90%, but the Dollar Tree never has that in stock, or maybe they don't carry it, but I got a case of the 70% Isopure alcohol. All right, moving on to some of this stuff here. A lot of it you're going to see in threes because those are the parts that are going into the kits that I'm building for folks that I'll be putting in these little things that they can either put in their cabinet at home or in their vehicle. And like I said, a couple of these are going to be going towards my father because he's not as prepared as he should be. But understandably, a lot of folks don't have, I guess, some of the time or the finances or the understanding of what they should be prepared for. So that's why, like I said, I've created this YouTube channel to kind of spread that message. Anyways, I grabbed a couple things of foot powder here. Foot powder can come in very handy, especially you don't want to keep your feet dry. But foot powder, this is the talc-free foot powder, helps control foot odor, absorbs sweat and moisture, keeps feet cool and dry. I'm not going to sound like a commercial, I guess, the entire time. I always grab super glue. A lot of people know if you've ever been in a situation how super glue can help close a wound up if you have nothing else. But as you can see, I did grab some Band-Aids and stuff like that. I got some camo Band-Aids for the folks that like to do the outdoorsy stuff and kind of want camo. You know, people like different types of Band-Aids. So I got some camo Band-Aids for some of my friends out in the rural areas. And I have some myself. Like I said, a lot of this stuff I have stockpiled. There's a few things that I grabbed for myself, but I wanted to kind of do something for, you know, some friends and family as well. These here are just your standard clear plastic Band-Aids right here. So I grabbed a couple of those, smacked myself in the face, and then I got some extra large Band-Aids here, and these are the big boys. And I wanted to see because you Curad, no, these are not the ones. Some of them will have a what's the word I'm looking for? An antibiotic built into them, but these do not. Also, then for some people, I also got some of the clear waterproof kind, just because of, say, if you're out in the rain, if you're working out in the garden, you're sweating and stuff like that, those are beneficial as well. All right, what else do we got here? Hand sanitizer, because if you're going to be treating someone's wounds or cuts or something like that, you want to make sure your hands are disinfected. You can use the alcohol, but this is easier to keep in a small area, and having a small pack of that is very helpful. Now, if you think about it, a lot of this stuff that you see here in front of me, there was a lot of shortages on this stuff just last year. And if things continue to go the way they are, they'll probably happen again. Hopefully not. Hopefully the supply chain is trying to see what happened on the last uptick of the situation, the health crisis that we're in. If you want to continue to call it a health crisis, I know we all have our opinions on it. But anyways, we also got some triple antibiotic cream. You can never have enough of this stuff here, to be honest with you. I love stockpiling triple antibiotic cream. I'm trying to see if they actually have a Best Buy date on these. Let me see. Let me throw that down there and grab just one here and see if there's an actual Best Buy date on here. And it does not say that anywhere on here. I don't see it. So that's a plus because, I don't know, we go through this in our household all the time. If we're out in the garden, we get scraped, thorns out in the woods, so on and so forth. Just something to actually make sure to kick back. And like I said, it's the simple things in life, a small cut that gets infected that can take you down. So I got some cold and flu medication here. This is, to me, the multi-symptom version of it. But I think this is more for the nighttime. And then also what I grabbed is for some of the daytime as well. And I grabbed some of that daytime flu and cold stuff there as well. Like I said, having these small little packages where it's readily accessible for folks makes things a lot easier. What else do we got? So we got some ibuprofen liquid gels. They do act a little faster. I also got some irregular ibuprofen. I'm a fan of ibuprofen, but some people have different allergic reactions, either to acetaminophen, to aspirin, or the ingredient, which is, what is it? I know there's a name for it, but anyways, Advil's the name. So you get ibuprofen, acetaminophen, and aspirin. Those are kind of like the three. Tylenol basically is acetaminophen. I don't know why I said acetaminophen, but anyways, you guys get how Gray always messes up his words. But anyways, trying to say is like, so I got some ibuprofen here. I got some aspirin here. I think, I don't know if I picked up Tylenol this time or not. What do we got here? So try to make sure where I'm at. And this, I know some people are going to laugh, but this can come in very handy. I don't know if you've ever been bloated, had a lot of gas pressure. It can be very discomfort, especially for people that are older. So I always grab several of these. They work really good. I think it's smithicone. Smithicone is the active ingredient in that. Also some anti-diarrheal medications. Last thing you want to do is to have things going out on a continuous basis and dehydrating yourself. In that case, of course, drink lots of fluids and whatnot. I also got some Pepto Bismol, the classic stuff. I don't know if this one's called this is the no-name brand, but it's the same active ingredient in Pepto Bismol. It kind of coats the inner lining of the stomach, and you can use that for heartburn and diarrhea and stuff like that as well. To me, as a kid, this always worked well for me personally. The chest rubs, I grabbed a few of those chest rubs to help open up those lungs. You put it on your chest. I don't know, it's always worked for me, so I always like to add that to these kits that I like to put together. So we went through that. Also, some liquid. Some people can't take pills. Some people have problems with their throat taking pills. So I grab some of this stuff here, the liquid form of a flu medication. I think this one is the nighttime cold and flu relief. It has acetaminophen in it, stuff for coughs and stuff for, stuffy noses and whatnot. What else does Grey have here? Let me see here. We got some hydrocortisone cream. For that itch, you get little bug bites or kind of a rash or anything like that. It's nice to have some hydrocortisone cream to kind of kick back that. It's make it not itch as much or lessen the itch, because last thing you want to do is scrub something raw and create an infection. Also, folks who have allergies. Now, allergy medication can you can use it for a couple of different things, to be honest with you. But some people can use allergy medication to help them sleep at night, but also if you're around dust, dander, pollen, and so on and so forth, it's nice to have some sort of allergy medication on hand. This comes in very handy as well. I think all this stuff comes in handy. I don't know if you guys ever get into the pain relief patches. Let's say you got a sprained ankle, your back hurts, your neck is sore, whatever the case may be. You kind of put one of these things on there, and it has camphor and menthol and something else in there, methyl silicate, to help kind of like relieve that tension or that pain that's in that area. Also, if you're going to be like cleaning a cut, and let's say you don't have a big bottle of, let's say this here, of the hydrogen peroxide, some people like to use these little bottles. Now, I get these little bottles for myself because I have a lot of the big bottles. And Little Miss Grey loves to use hydrogen peroxide for all kinds of different things outside of the medical realm of things. So I give her a bottle filled with this so I can kind of monitor how much she's using. And this also might be convenient to spray some on versus pouring some on, depending on how large the wound is and everything like that. Everything is going to encompass what you're dealing with. You have to analyze what you're dealing with and what you're going to need for it. But having these things ready to go, to me, is huge. And the affordability, when you look at it, when you buy this stuff from, let's say, Dollar Tree like I did, you're saving yourself a lot of money, because if you look pound for pound, you do save a ton of cash buying some of your medical supplies at a place like Dollar Tree versus even stuff like Walmart or your drugstores. Now, sometimes they'll have deals on them, and you'll get a deal or whatnot, or if you're part of their little coupon club or whatnot. But for me, to be honest with you, I get some of the best deals, like I said, pound per pound at the Dollar Tree. What else do I got here? I got the allergy relief pains. Oh, eye drops. I don't know how many times you guys get something in your eye. It's just irritated. You wake up, it's just crusty. Whatever the case may be, having some sort of Visine drops or eye drops. Let's say you get something in your eye, you're trying to flush it out or whatnot. Having this on hand, I don't know how many times around the house that we'll be doing something, we'll be cleaning, and we get some sort of irritant in our eye, and it's nice to know exactly where this stuff is and to flush your eyes out. Or let's just say you got to get up early for work in the morning and your eyes are a bit irritated because you didn't get enough sleep. It'll help relieve the redness. But like I said, stuff like this always comes in handy. And I'm looking around. Did I go? Yeah. Oh, that's what I was talking about with the hydrogen peroxide. Is these little alcohol prep pads. So if you're going to be cleaning a wound or something like that, or even a bug bite or something like that, you can take some of these alcohol prep pads and clean that area. Now, the reason I get these is I know some friends that are diabetics, and they like to stock their little things with stuff like this so they can clean their spot before they make their injection. Some folks are lazy and don't use this and don't understand that an injection site, you can have adverse reactions depending on what's on your skin or what you gotten yourself into that day. But just like prepping in an area and whatnot, they come in very handy. I've used these for other things outside of that. They do start fires relatively well. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. Foot powder, and like I said, I told you I got the cases as well. I think that about wraps it up, folks. I think I went over everything that I have here. And like I said, this came in right at about $100. Let me know. Do you guys think this was a deal? Do you guys use Dollar Tree for your shopping for medical supplies outside of the food and stuff like that that you can get there on deals? If you saw in the video, I showed you that they still have food for $1 a piece. So that's still going on. A lot of this stuff has moved up to $1.25. So of course your dollar is not what it used to be, but we all know whose fault that is technically. And like I said, we've been discussing things like inflation and the dollar and whatnot. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of this haul down in the comments. Truly appreciate hearing from you guys and interacting with you folks and sharing things that where you find deals at outside of, let's say, the Dollar Tree. Where do you get some of your best deals for your medical supplies? I know folks like myself, we do bulk buying at like let's say Costco, or Sam's or BJ's and some of the other warehouse stores, or I like when I buy my gauze and stuff like that, I also bulk buy from places like Amazon, just because then it's a lot cheaper to buy wholesale basically at that price versus going to a store. But I think for the average citizen that may have a Dollar Tree in their store, this might be a viable opportunity. So I appreciate all you guys. Oh, I did forget one thing. Sorry about that. Elastic bandages. I grabbed some elastic bandages. I got 3 different colors, so I know which bucket that I'm building. That's why I got the 3 different colors. And you can use these colors for different reasons. You can have maybe a specific color for a certain type of, let's say you're trying to wrap up a sprain or something like that. Or if you're just trying to cover up something. But elastic bandages, I got 3 of those in 3 different colors for a specific reason for what I'm doing. You can get all the same color, it doesn't matter. But that's it. I think I got everything now. Anyways, this is GreyMan. I truly appreciate you guys being here. Have a blessed day, and look forward to reading your comments. I'll see everyone tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. God bless. Grey is out. See you on the rebound.